Hi guys, I want to talk to you today about some different ways to draw the atom. And I think you guys are going to like this because it's going to be much faster than the way you've been drawing them so far. So up until this point, we've been looking at a box on the periodic table. And we've been using that to say, okay, well, there's 6 protons because the atomic number is 6. I draw out those 6 protons. All right, what is the charge of my atom right now? Positive 6. I need 6 negative electrons. And now my atom is neutral. What is its charge? What is its mass right now? The charge is neutral. The mass is just 6 because there's 6 protons. And I need the mass to round to 12, so I need 6 neutrons. This works, but it's very time-consuming to look at and count how many of each, and time-consuming to draw. So what I'm going to teach you today is called a Bohr model. And when we do this, we're going to not draw out all the protons and neutrons. We'll just list them. And there's a very specific way we're going to draw on the electrons based on the discoveries that Bohr made. And he proposed that electrons are found in different energy levels and that only certain numbers are found in each energy level. So in the Bohr model, we say that electrons are found in rings or energy levels based on their energy level. Each energy level has a maximum number of electrons that it can hold. The first level can hold maximum 2 electrons. The second energy level can hold 8, and the third energy level can also hold up to 8. So you must fill in these energy levels in order and fill them up completely before filling in the next row or next energy level. Keep placing electrons in energy levels until all the electrons have been used. So let me show you some examples. So if we were going to convert this information into a Bohr diagram, what we would do is instead of drawing out the 6 protons, we would list them in the middle. And we would draw an energy level. And we know that eventually we're going to need 6 electrons to cancel out the charge of the 6 protons. Up to 2 could go in the first ring. Then we draw another energy level. And we know that this energy level will hold up to 8. We don't need that many. We only have 6 electrons total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Then we need to figure out how many neutrons. Well, this rounds to 12. We already have 6 protons. So 6 plus 6 equals 12. This is called a Bohr diagram for carbon. Let's do another element. Let's do aluminum. Aluminum has 13 protons. That means it will have 13 electrons. Okay, 2 can go in the first energy level. I still have 11 more to draw. So I'm going to just keep counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I recommend you do it in this order, clockwise, and put 1 in each position before you double up. So I've drawn 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Draw my third energy level. 10, 11, 12, 13. So there's the Bohr diagram, except I need 14 neutrons if the mass was 27. There's my Bohr diagram for aluminum.